her campaign on Tuesday against the young 15-year-old wildcard from Switzerland, Belinda Bencic. Certainly a name for the future. The young 15-year-old really did put a good battle on the court, but Williams too much class. 6-3, 6-1, 1 hour and 8 minutes. Second round on Thursday, she came up against our number 9 seed from Germany, Mona Bartel, 7-6, 6-4. Quarterfinal, she came up against our number 1 seed from Italy, current world number 15, Roberta Vinci, a former champion here, 7-6, 6-4. Well, yesterday she certainly had a tough tussle in her semi-final against Andrea Petkovic of Germany. 2 hours and 38 minutes required, 5-7, 6-4, 6-4. So it certainly was an easy day at the office for Niculescu yesterday in her semi-final, as opposed to Williams. In fact, only needed 1 hour and 7 minutes in dispatching Hanchtukova. While Niculescu has only surrendered 21 games this week. So consistent. It's an unorthodox slice on the forehand side. Really has caused a lot of problems this week for her opponents. And as mentioned, spent a large percentage of the season out with injury and has really struggled coming back onto the big stage. Came here after a first round exit in Linz last week in Austria, losing out to Ana Ivanovic of Serbia. In fact, came to this tournament losing 8 of her last 9 matches. As we see Harold the dog watching on, Venus Williams. Dog, an interested spectator.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Venus
this
all week
match
long.
will be the best of 3 tie-break sets.
What a true champion.
Monica Niculescu won the
32-year-old
toss
American
and chose to receive.
71st final of her career, searching for title number 44. Williams, a whopping 29 double faults. 15 of those double faults coming yesterday in her semi-final. Sign of the power. Cannot afford to play central and shallow Niculescu.
40-30.
All the shots in that rally. Seeing that forehand slice. Game is far from what we've seen this week in terms of power generated.
Advantage, Niculescu.
Rather clinical converting breakpoint chances, Niculescu.
Advantage, Williams.
This year, another tremendous tournament here in LuxemBourg City.
Williams.
Holds on, Williams. A rather bizarre first service game, have to say, from the American, the 32-year-old. Holds on, gets the job done.
First game.
To save a break point in game at number 1. First service game from Monica Niculescu. It's a solid service game, relies heavily
Monica Niculescu to serve.
Variation in the box, doesn't have the biggest service game on the tour. foot accuracy today to certainly play a part. That's the second serve. A sign of how Williams is going to approach things on the receiving end. Only been broken on 5 occasions. American to break here in the second game. Just that. What a start from the 32-year-old. Certainly not ideal for Niculescu, who initially had a chance to break in the opening game. And then a love game on the receiving end at her first. Slow pace from what we used to seeing from Williams. Placement this time on Niculescu. From the American, just out of the reach there. Slightly readjust there. A lot of pressure on Niculescu. Certainly was the right approach. Certainly wanted a bit more on the receiving end.
Yes. Williams.
Firm the break here in the early days of this opening set.
Cheers.
serve of Williams.
Yes.
Fourth ranked Romanian on the WTA these days. You're not going to miss that. Deep forehand grab.
Yes.
Desperately working hard on the defensive end.
Advantage, Williams.
Last year in the final with the Azarenka. Nicolescu with opportunities on the receiving end.
Williams leads 3 games to love. Miss Nicolescu has requested to see her coach.
6 points from the first 2 service games from Williams. And the American in control early days. 3 games to love.
I've been a
in fact here in this opening set. Second service game. It's a love game on the receiving end first time round.
Let's. Second. $15 home.
And again, not having to move.
$15-40. $30-40.
Here in this opening set. It's a lot better.
Advantage, Williams.
That's a shot, the Romanian. Second chance to break, or third chance I should say. for Williams.
Yes. Advantage,
Put everything in behind that one, didn't you?
Let's first serve.
A little bit there.
Yes.
Best this week. Williams on the big points. He's converted 21 of 46 straight points in the tournament this week here in Luxembourg. That's that long stretch from the American.
15 long.
6'1" or 185 centimeters. And really had to. This final will pan out, and she noticed she needed to be tidy at the service line. 15 double faults yesterday. She certainly wasn't the best statistic really for the American. Tested the low back there of Williams. Really did have to stretch up, forced into the net. She doesn't mind that.
14-15.
And when Nicolescu does that, she needs to be clinical on the return.
Game Williams.
To be disappointed with the ending there, Nicolescu. Just 102 kilometers per hour, the second serve from Williams.
Williams leads 4 games to 1.
Back a little bit more on the first serve, still being rather reserved on the second. But she's doing the job, isn't she? The 32-year-old continues to hold on to that one break advantage. And after 30 minutes of play, 4 games to 1.